What is good? What is good? We are live. We are live. I'm back in the building with my man, Captain Rob. What it do, bro?
Captain Rob back in the house, baby. What to do?
Hey,
Always
man.
good to be back here after a win.
Yeah, man. 38-3 beatdown. It's so crazy because a lot of teams, bro, they sleep on us. I remember when me and you had the conversation over the phone, it was a lot of back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so much pride when it comes down to this Dallas Cowboys team. But we already know, man, they have so much talent through defense, offense, and special teams. They just got to lock in and focus. If they can be able to do that, bro, it's going to be fireworks, man. I'm so happy to see games like that where everybody can be on the same page. And this is how you play dominating football, bro.
Yeah. Are you talking about last week's back and forth after the Cardinals game?
Yeah. It was a back and forth. Bro.
Yo, network. Yo, me and Jay were going at it just because. I mean, we were saying the same thing, but we were just both angry after a loss. You know what I'm saying? We're just,
Yeah.
But yeah, they bounced back. They did exactly what needed to be done. And like I was saying, no loss is good, right? Especially when you're in a race for the number 1 seed, right? Which I think is our easiest way to a Super Bowl, right? That loss could come back to bite us. No loss is good, but we needed that loss, man. We need to be humbled. We needed to get back to basics. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it, but
being humble so soon though, bro. That's the thing. I'm like,
man, we were talking Micah Parsons talking Super Bowl every week on his podcast, right?
Yeah.
And it's September.
Yeah.
Now it's October. So let's focus out.
And it kills me, bro, because the thing is, I was talking about that on my last live stream. Like, I don't want it to get to a point where all these people is overhyping us, bro. Like, we don't need that type of hype, because as soon as they start doing that, then something end up, going hot. Hey, shout out to my man Eastside. What's good, bro? What's going on, man? My man said,
Eastside. Hey, yo, Eastside. Those Texans.
Hey, they nice for real. Hey.
Was it 2 in a row? Was that 2 in a row?
Yeah. I think that's 2 in a row.
They beating people down too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right. It's all right.
That's always good, bro. But I'm always glad that you always come through. You be hating, but you be supporting, and it makes it even better because the Texans are doing good. Tank Dell and all those guys, man. Shout out to them. A lot of people thought that Pittsburgh was going to beat them, but they went in there. CJ Stroud and those guys, they did their job.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to my man, Go Cow. Danny Torres. He said, "Go Cowboys, Rangers, Mavericks, and Longhorns." Hey, what's good, bro? Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. All right. So this one, yeah. Hey, it's so crazy because like this defense, when we have to go straight to this defense. It's amazing just to see what these guys are doing. Micah Parsons, everybody on that front seven. Micah Parsons had a solid game. He didn't get a sack, but that's okay, because we all know when it comes down to pressures, getting pressures on the quarterback, that leads to interceptions, that leads to fumbles, just turnovers, and we need things like that. But just having everybody on the same page, guys like Deron Bland, bro. Shout out to Deron Bland, bro. I'm telling you, man. Let me pick my man up real quick, man, because the thing is, man, when you can have 2 interceptions in a game and continue to keep doing what you're doing, in the last 10 games, you have 7 interceptions. That's more than anybody in this league. Like, you have to give credit to guys like Will McClay, guys out there that have that dog mentality. That's what brings the best out of guys like Stephon Gilmore. When Trayvon Diggs was there, all of those guys in the secondary, if this guy can continue to keep doing this, it's going to be a big test, though. When you're going up against all these teams that we're going to be going up against, the 49ers, we're going to talk about that. What's the name? The Chargers and all the rest of those teams. It's going to be a big test for him, but I'm not sure, bro, how high his ceiling is. What you think? What you think about that, man?
Yo, first of all, he had a good bounce back game, right? Filling in for Trevon, right?
Mm-hmm.
His ceiling is high as he wants to be. So I think it's 8 picks in the last 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
I know he leads the league. In the last couple seasons, right?
Yeah, I thought it's 7. It's 7, I think, from what. Yeah, 7 picks the last 10 games.
Yeah. So his ceiling is very high. I mean, look what he's doing. He's basically Trevon. He's basically Trevon Jr. Getting all these picks, and he's locked down too, and he's aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can tackle, right? And he's not scared. He's not scared because he knows he plays on a good team, so his confidence is high, right? And I'm proud to bounce back because last week he did not have a good week. He did not have a good week in Arizona, right?
And the thing that's good about that, I mean, you didn't have a good week, but You got to have that short-term memory. You're going to get beat. I mean, you got these wide receivers that's running 4.2s, 4.3s. These guys are super athletic guys. But for this player to have that short-term memory and have that dog mentality, who can play in the slot, he can play on the outside, he steps up and tackles. I mean, just to be that leader, like I said, we don't really know the type of how high this player's ceiling is, but just going out there and just having that vision, having that dog mentality. Let me get this dog. Hey, go ahead, bro. Hey, hold me down real quick. Let me get this dog real quick.
Yeah. So his versatility is key. The inside, outside, it's dope. Proud of the secondary. I'm proud that we got back to basics. One of the things I was going back and forth with JC on last week is that we were trying to be too cute in all these stunts that we were doing, right? And we finally got back to the basics, started playing gap integrity football. They couldn't run the ball. Zeke got shut down. People were calling for Zeke to have something like 100 yards. I was like, come on, bro, that ain't gonna happen. We shut down the run, and when we shut down the run, you have to earn the right to rush the passer, and you do that by stopping the run on first and second down, right? And then we get to play football, right? Our defense is predicated on speed and getting out to the quarterback, right? This team is fast. That's fast.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big time.
Everybody, you know what I mean? So one thing I want to get on Micah Parsons about, I feel like he is pressing to get these sack numbers up. And I'm just like, yo, man, play football, man. Just like get out of this hero mindset, right? They said late in the game last night we should have taken everybody off the field. But it's kind of hard pressed to take those pass rushers off the field when they're in a sack race. Myles Garrett, I think, got like 4 sacks in like the first half yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It might already be kind of out of reach, Micah. So, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your big games, but when we play San Francisco, man, you got to play team ball. Team ball to shut these guys down. You can't do it by yourself.
Hey, shout out to Regina. What's good, Regina? What's going on? We back in the JC Lounge. You know the type of flavor that we bring when it comes to the JC Lounge. You got to bring a drink, even though my man Rob is drinking coffee, I think. I don't know what you're drinking over there.
Go Cowboys. Jason Cowboys, good win. Yeah. Defense is phenomenal. Deron Blaine is the real deal. But our real test Sunday night, let's go. Bring on the Niners, bully the bully. This is when the season starts.
Yeah, big time. This is
we got some big time clapback for them. Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much stuff to talk about, man. It's crazy, man, because like when you have a defense like ours, you force 3 turnovers, you only gave up 53 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to credit the defensive tackles. Neville Gallimore had himself a good game. You seen some Mozzie Smith. I mean, he had a good play. I think it was a tackle for a loss, or he had a pressure or 2. I mean, just having those defensive tackles. We got to mention guys like LVE as well. Like, this dude really balled out, bro. I was locked in on this guy. You know what I'm saying? Going out there, getting the touchdown, stopping the run. And like I said, they only rushed for 53 yards, and he had a lot to do with it. If this defense is going to be able to step up and be a championship type of defense, we need good linebacker play, and it starts off with that defensive tackle position. And they played good last night, and that showed guys like all the linebackers, Damone Clark and Marquise.
Damone Clark had a game.
Going sideline to sideline, bro, and hitting, bro.
Yo, LVE looked fast again, man. He looks fast again. Like, he looks like rookie LVE. Rookie LVE was special, right? But then he got hurt. Takes a lot to come out from those injuries, get your confidence up, start playing ball again, running fast. He definitely did his thing.
Yep, big time. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side too. What is going on? He said, how about them Cowboys? He said the defense was balling. Yeah, man, the defense definitely was balling. And like I said, I like things like that. When you look at guys like Dante Fowler as well, I mean, going out there and bringing these guys in waves. We always preach this when it comes down to guys like Dan Quinn. You got to bring them in waves and just making a difference. Whenever your number is called, go out there and make a play. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. And if they can get this going, man, I mean, we know defense wins championships. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to see that good ball that we played against this team. And the last 4 games or 3 games that was played, that New England Patriots, who they played, I think it was Philly and a couple of other teams. Those games were close, bro. It was not like it was a blowout. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows a lot. But the 4-letter network, they ain't gonna give us no credit for that, bro.
Oh, dog, you know, I'm big on the 4-letter network and FS1. Yo, they all day, like they weren't really talking about the Cowboys. They're just talking about how bad Mac Jones was. You know what I'm saying? And like, and then of course they're going to talk about our offense being 1 for 4 again in the red zone, which we'll talk about too. But you know, it's still like, man, you win 38-3, you can't get like no love, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you hand Bill Belichick the worst loss of his career, and all they can talk about is, well, he don't have a quarterback.
Hey,
You don't have a quarterback now. You don't have a quarterback now. Every the Giants, Daniel Jones was good until Daniel Jones.
Hey, my man got the sad face, bro.
Yeah. No, it's funny how these quarterbacks aren't good anymore until after they play the Cowboys. Daniel Jones went shit, right? The Jets were supposed to do something, didn't do nothing, right? And now Mac Jones is a bum again. I mean, he's kind of a bum. I mean, I never really liked him. He's like a little BB gun for an arm. So I mean,
yeah. I really don't really believe in Mac Jones, but the thing is, like they have a unit over there when it comes down to running the ball. They couldn't run the ball against us, but shout out to my man Ezekiel Elliott. Like it's crazy to have this guy. I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro? It almost brought a tear to my eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love a guy like him. I mean, this guy poured his heart to this organization, and you already know, man. But the thing is, with us, we're gonna go out there and ball out, and having those defensive tackles and everybody in our front seven handling those guys, Ezekiel Elliott, Stevenson's, they are good running backs, but this is going to get us right when we're playing teams like the 49ers, those teams like the Eagles, guys that run the ball a lot. If those guys can be able to stop those guys, I think that we can be able to rush the passer ball, because that's what it's all about.
And we have to be able to stop the run this week. We have to stop the run. If we can get after Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy went something like 20 for 21 yesterday. It's pretty damn good.
Brock Purdy was.
Their offense is coming. So yeah,
so
we have a good test coming up. It's gonna be a good test.
Yeah, big time. Shout out to my man Freight Train. He said, remember Tom Brady was an old man after we played them in the playoffs last year.
You know what I mean? He was Tom the old goat, but now he's just an old man after we played him. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's always something.
No love.
Always something. We're not going to get no love until we actually win the championship. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hate on us so much. Once we start winning, they start gassing us. But like I said, I don't want them to get to a point where they just gassing us way too much and we don't go out there and go do our job. Because, I mean, sometimes these little waffles, sometimes these little pickles happen, like the Arizona Cardinals. But if they can be able to just get it together, and like you told me, Rob, you said they was rushing and these guys were trying to pad stats. If they can just stay in their run fits, just have gap discipline, this team can be so good, man. But don't get caught up into trying to pad stats, because that's how you can get ran off the field, bro.
Yeah. And I think I'm telling you, Dan Quinn probably had a good talking to. Probably had a good talking to himself too, because he's calling them stunts. He's trying to get his boys' numbers up too. So so he probably had to be like, you know what, let's get back to the basics, right? Play our run fits, and then earn the right to rush the passer. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When you go up 25 points, they ain't gonna be doing nothing but passing the ball. So then you have all the rush attempts you want. Right, you gotta earn the right in the first half, and then get the score up, and then.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because they were rattled, man. When it came down to Mac Jones, it just seemed like he was just nervous back there. I mean, having that pass rush and then the things that Deron Bland was doing. I mean, the thing is with him, like, I just want to see the next 3 or 4 games with this guy. And I mean, you have to give credit to guys like Will McClay. So happy. A lot of people have been saying that Stephon Gilmore was getting beat too. You know what I'm saying? The game didn't come on in the first early part, but I didn't see too much of him getting beat. But you know what I mean? Cornerbacks do get beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just like him being there for us, bro. Right.
You're not gonna be perfect, right? People can get beat. You gotta limit mistakes.
Facts. That's the thing. Shout out to Pee Wee. What's going on, man? He said, how do you think this defense will try to shut down CMC Sunday night? Not trying to just pad stats, You got to have gap discipline. Everybody got to be on the same page. If you're trying to play hero ball and you're trying to, make that tackle and be trying to do too much, you're going to get washed out of plays. Their type of offensive line, you have to stay there. Sometimes you might not make a play, but team is all about someone else possibly making a play, but on the back end, you just doing your job. If you do your job, I think that will be fine, but it got to be a collective unit when you're stopping them boys because they got a juggernaut, man.
Right. And something a little more specific, like so San Francisco likes to do a lot of counters and pulling offensive linemen, and if you rush upfield too quickly, you're just going to rush right out of the play, and they're going to run right up underneath you, up underneath of you, right? So we have to stay home. Right? And we just have to play good, sound, tough boy defense. Like this is where Jonathan Hankins and Mozzie Smith and Neville Gallimore, all those boys inside, have to have good games, right? Because Micah and Sam and D-Law, they're going to handle the outside. They're not going to run the outside on us. But where they have their best runs, their best offense is right up the middle, and then they play action off that, right? They do a lot of like misdirection, counters and all that stuff, but it's all power football, right? They just want your eyes looking a different way, right? You just got to stay focused, got to stay home. We played them well in the playoff game last year because we probably had a good video room session, right? Dan Quinn broke everything down. This is what they're trying to do. You got to stay home. Everybody stayed home last time. They played tough. That's why we shut them down.
Yeah, big time. Shout out to my man Freight Train. Hey, shout out to my man Dwayne Brown too. What's good, bro? What's going on, man? What's good? All right.
When you get humbled, you get back to basics.
Yeah. Facts. You talking about Freight Train's his comment? Yeah. Big facts, bro. Like it's crazy. Yeah. When you get humbled this early in the season, you got to understand that this is the NFL. A lot of these guys, they getting paid. A lot of these guys are top tier athletes. So we're going to get their best shot, regardless who it is. It can be some teams we might beat down, but those teams that's like 1-2, 1-5, they want to try to go out there and beat us, and they want to try to make us feel miserable. So you got to make sure that you're ready to play every single game. Because a lot of these teams be hating on us, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be hating on us. 4-letter network, they be hating on us, but it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll wear that hat. We're Dallas Cowboys for life, man. But we got a lot of work to do. Like I said, there's no excuses. If these guys can be able to rally together and be on the same page, I think that we'll be fine. But I did want to get into Micah Parsons, though. You know what I'm saying? Micah Parsons did not have a sack last night, but I think he had about 8 pressures. I want to make sure that this guy is healthy. Do not get in a game if you're hurting. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to need you down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? The most important games, if this guy's playing that linebacker position, rather if he's a Russian, whatever he's doing, he's going to be a big piece when it comes down to this defense. But he did have a good game. No sacks, but 8 pressures, man. And that's huge, bro.
Yeah. And if I could just sit Micah down and be like, yo, Micah, man, defensive player of the year is going to come for you. It's going to come. You're going to get it one day. But, this year might be Myles Garrett's year. You know what I'm saying? He had 4 sacks in the first half last year was Nick Bosa's year. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it, right? Just chill out. Let's get this championship first, and then maybe, you know what I'm saying? That's more important. And we need you for this championship. So, take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Right?
That's what it's all about.
When you have 35 points in the fourth quarter, you should not be on the field.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's situations like if you feel as though that a guy is limping and he's ailing, just things started to change once LVE got that sack, that fumble, and that touchdown. I think it was like 18-3. There is when I knew that okay, we can probably just these guys. Some guys are looking a little hurt right now, just kind of coast and cruise a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And finish this game, but 18-3, that was a big point in the game, but you got to make sure guys like Micah Parsons is healthy because his skill set, is everything. Shout out to my man Pee Wee. He said, has anyone noticed has anyone noticed that the 2 Super Bowl teams don't look the same anymore. I mean, I know Philly undefeated right now, but both KC and Eagles offense and defense don't look as dominating as they did. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I mean, when the lights are bright, you know, and you fold when the games really matter, like the Eagles did, sometimes you never recover. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, but I mean, we'll see. This is the very, very beginning of the season, and a lot of these teams, I mean, they're starting to, you know, getting it. They're starting to get in form. So we'll see. Towards midseason, if this team continues to keep acting like that, then hey, we can be able to take this, man, with, you know, flying colors, bro. You already know.
So one thing about the Eagles is that getting a new offensive coordinator, your offense is going to look different, right? Mm-hmm. And then also they've their schedule's tougher this year, right? Last year was a cakewalk. But, I mean, they're still doing what they got to do to win games. You know what I'm saying? They were in a tough game yesterday, a tough rivalry game. You know, shout out to Sam Howell with that last-second touchdown. That was pretty good. You know, I ain't going to hate on the Eagles. I'm not going to say they don't look as good. They just look different, right? They don't look as dominant, right, because they're not playing these trash teams anymore, right?
Yeah.
But they're definitely very beatable, right? And KC still KC, Patrick Mahomes still Patrick Mahomes. You know, they'll make plays when they have to. I mean, because they were up 17-0. Say it again.
You can't think it's sweet when it comes to them.
You know what I'm saying? And again, so now that the calendar has changed to October, now the real evaluations could come, because like basically preseason is now over, right? You know, now these teams are warmed up. You know, they got their football calluses on, right? So I hear what you're saying about the Eagles and KC, and like everybody's saying it too. Oh, the Eagles don't look as good. They're in close games. Just because you're in a close game doesn't mean doesn't mean it's sweet or whatever.
Yeah, schemes are different. You know what I'm saying? That's why like it's weird, because all the teams that the Patriots was playing against throughout this whole season has been all close games. But when you play against the Dallas Cowboys, it's a blowout. It's all about schemes. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff is huge. Hey, shout out to my man Iceberg Slim. What's good, bruh? What's going on, man? What's good? Dallas Cowboys for life. You already know, man. We gotta win, man. This feel good. You know, when you go to work, you know what I'm saying? You can just walk with, you know, pep in your step. You know what I'm saying? So that's the energy that I had throughout the whole day, because I just felt as though we were bounce back, and we did that big time. Hey, shout out to my man Bruce. What's good, Toxic Juice? What's good, bro? He said, JC, who would have thought we'd have this many blowouts to feast on already? I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's been 3 blowouts. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that speaks highly on just everybody as a collective unit. Like, it's not just one player. I mean, the defense have been balling. We will talk about this offense in the red zone and all that good stuff, but it's going to be a collective unit when it comes down to it. And shout out to the special teams, bro. Shout out to the special teams for getting that touchdown. This is crazy. Yeah. Yes, that's crazy, bro. Because the thing is, like, when you have a situation like that, that's when you're scheming on the other team. That's when you're scheming on the opposition and seeing how they're lining up throughout the week. And hey, they called that joint, and it was money, bro. Yeah. All right.
And when your offense ain't clicking like that, you got to get to the bag a little bit.
Yeah.
And our offense is clicking. So let's get into this offense. Because this one's been pissing me off all day.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, Jason, you know they say shoot or shoot, right?
Yeah.
Shoot or shoot, right? Mm-hmm. If Steph Curry missed 15 threes in a row, you think you're gonna stop shooting the ball? Right? We're in the red zone 5-6 times a game, you know, in the first 4 games. And yeah, we ain't punching it in, but you think we're just gonna like stop? Or you think like we're not gonna figure it out? I'm telling you, once we figure it out and have a plan, it's gonna be touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
I think so too.
We're moving the ball at will. We're doing whatever we want to do on the field, right?
Yep.
The Patriots defense is good. The Jets defense is good. The Giants defense and the Cardinals defense, you know, they're average or whatever. But like we're doing whatever we want to do on offense. We just have to figure out how to punch it in. And you know, that might be a scheme thing, might be a McCarthy thing, might be a Prescott thing. And you know, and again, Prescott, I know he's not putting up, you know, all these numbers and all these crazy numbers. I'm so proud of him. He ain't putting the ball in harm's way. He's just doing what he's asked to do. He's doing what he's asked to do. And I don't care if he's not throwing the ball downfield. We don't need to do that. That's how you let teams back in games, right? Remember when we were 27-10 against the Jaguars? Say it all the time. 27-10 against the Jaguars.
Say it all the time, bro.
he started throwing the ball downfield, and that's how they got back in the game. Now when we're blowing teams out, he's playing conservative. He's taking care of the ball. He's playing team football, right?
Yep.
And that's good football, right?
Yep.
You don't got to put up numbers to be and he's proven. He's also proven.
I don't want this to be an air show, bro. I don't want it to have to get to that point where it's like an air show, bro. But
he's also last thing. He's also proven that if we do need him to do that, he can do that for us, right?
Yeah.
You know, because it's not always going to be sweet. We're not always going to be up 25 points.
Yeah.
Right? And if we do need him to come through, you know, last week, you know, whatever, but you know, we'll figure it out.
Big time. Hey, shout out to my man Dwayne Brown for the $10, man. Hey, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. I missed you, man. I missed you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been live in a little bit. I've been so locked in on doing these film sessions, bro. I've been doing these film sessions, man. But you already know it's so much work when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. Definitely miss you guys. Always love to tap in with y'all. Thank you so much for all the love, guys. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. I appreciate you. My man said, what our offense show us is we moving the ball, but this weekend we need touchdowns. By the way, we have a kicker. Hey, big time. And this kicker that we have, bro, you know he's never played in the league before. I think he was like in a different league, but he's never played in the NFL before. And this guy has been super accurate, bro.
Super accurate, yeah.
Super accurate.
That's huge. Like him. But yo, Dwayne, we definitely need touchdowns this week.
Yep.
But also too, like, you know, in a game like this where there's gonna make a sense of urgency, I'm sure we'll take different methods and a different approach to the red zone. Yep. Right? When you have 25 points, you're probably trying some new stuff out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be a whole different mindset. But when you play with a sense of urgency, those touchdowns are probably going to come. Hopefully come.
Yeah, big time. And that's why I say it's going definitely be good, bro. You are exactly right. Like, we definitely need touchdowns this week coming up. I mean, field goals is all good and all, but you know, when you're playing against the 49ers, a team, I mean, they're a unit, you know what I mean? And they might be, you know, score a little bit, but you know, I think that our defense will be able to stymie those guys, but it's going to be a battle. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait, most definitely. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the love. All right, but as far as the offense in total, man, like when you're talking about Dak Prescott going 28 for 34, 261 yards and a touchdown, the guy had an 82% completion percentage, bro. This is the kind of stuff that you love to see. This is what you love to see, like just keeping the ball out of harm's way. I mean, the guy had this one interception in 4 games. A lot of people have been, I mean, he's been getting cooked about the interceptions. You know that they be focusing and locking in so much on the Dallas Cowboys, but just going out there and just letting these guys go out there and make plays. If you look at our wide receivers, right? So let's see. Shout out to my man Jake Fergie too. Shout out to Jake Fergie, guys. You know what I'm saying? He had 7 receptions for 77 yards. Then you had Brandon Cooks. He had 4 receptions. I think he had. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on, y'all. He had I know I put it on here. Hold on one second, bro. Let's see. I didn't put that on there. But okay, I see. Okay, there it is. Okay, look. So Jalen Tolbert, 4 receptions, 53 yards. Remember, he had that big catch on the first drive. CeeDee Lamb had 4 receptions, 36 yards. He had a slower day, but he did have his touchdown. But we all know when it comes down to Bill Belichick's his type of defense, they try to strap one guy. They try to take one of your best player away. You know what I'm saying? That's what they have. He has a history of doing as far as their defense with Bill Belichick. But when you have guys like Brandon Cooks getting 4 receptions as well for 27 yards, he was passing the ball around, bro. He wasn't just locking in on one guy, and that's what brings the best out of this offense. Oh yeah, and Michael Gallup too. He had 5 receptions for 60 yards, and he's been doing good, bro. Shout out to him. Shout out to my man Michael Gallup, bro. All right.
What was CD's numbers?
CD's numbers was 4 receptions, 36 yards, and a touchdown, but they were locking in and focusing on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay as long as the other guys are, you know, putting in work and doing their thing, bro.
And that's what Belichick likes to do. He likes to take away your number one. So
yeah,
you know,
facts.
Zach did what he had to do.
Shout out to Jake Fergie though, man. He a dog, bro. He a dog. Gotta give him some credit for what he did this past game, because the thing is, like, when you have a tight end that can be able to, I mean, he's been in line, he's been in motion as well as the slot. I mean, he's been playing everywhere, and it's crazy because you've been big on guys like Jake Ferguson. Hopefully, Luke Schoonmaker can be able to catch on, but just seeing what Jake Ferguson has been doing, I mean, he's been catching the ball and getting hit. And I mean, he's been everywhere on the field doing his job. I've been doing breakdowns, and I will be doing a breakdown soon on Jake Fergie, bro. So it's definitely good. Definitely gonna be good. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Hey, shout out to my man Dwayne. He said I would like to see them go deep with Cooks or Turpin at least once, just to keep the defense honest. Go ahead, Rob.
No. I don't want to see none of that, right? Not if we don't have to.
Oh, you don't want to see him go deep?
No, if we don't have to. That's how you put the ball. That's how you put the ball in harm's way, right? And we just don't need to do it right now. And when you have 25 points, now when you're in a game, when you're in a like this week coming up, you're gonna have to take some deep shots for sure. So let me not get twisted. When you're actually in a ball game, you have to keep the defense honest. You have to keep them covering all levels of the field for sure, right? But when you're up, man, it's just about just getting first downs, moving the ball, chewing up the clock, getting the ball back, get your defense back on the field, right? I can't hear you.
You talking. I was talking to TikTok. I was talking to. I ain't want to interrupt you, bro.
No. So I agree. And we misinterpreting for a reason. Turpin had one big run. They should have broke, but so I do like it. We'll see this week. This week is gonna be the test. This week is gonna be when the offense really has to come together. JC's freaking me out just talking to himself.
Oh, sorry, bro. My bad.
It's funny. It's just like I'm like looking at shit. I'm like, bro, what do you?
It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, man. Yeah, I know. This content stuff is crazy, bro. But I didn't want to interrupt. You already know how that goes. Hey, shout out to my man Iceberg. He said, twist the top of the 40 ounce, let him rock in the end zone. His versatility can help New Thunder and Lightning. Luckby. Yeah. Hey, look, man. I like Hunter. Hunter Luckby is doing very, very well, bro. He is doing very well. Every time he gets on the field, Iceberg been talking about the guy, and I know it's been a lot of back and forth about, okay, he doesn't run a 4.5 or he doesn't run a 4.4. Well, sometimes when you got fullbacks and you got like a tough player, I mean, that can be that John Kuhn, that can be that type of player in your offense where you can be able to block. You can use him in the goal line. I want to see this player more often in the goal line. He does have tape of him being able to catch the ball. Maybe our red zone could get a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because having a tougher runner, not saying that Tony Pollard can't get it done, but you want to bring that bruiser in there, somebody that can be able to set the tone right there, 5 yards, so we can be able to get it in for a touchdown, bro.
Right. And we need that bruiser, and we need the bruiser, and we also need to just figure out kind of like our go-to. You know what I'm saying? We should have that go-to from the 5, go-to from the 3, go-to from the 1, right?
Yeah.
Go-to from the 10. You know,
Mm-hmm.
on all 10 levels of, first and 10, first and goal to 9, the 8, the 7. You should have all your go-to plays.
Yeah, big time. That's what I'm saying. Hey, shout out to my man Darren. What's good, bro? He said fans just want fantasy numbers. Let's stay bland on both sides of the ball and punch people in the mouth. Thinking Dak. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I hear my man Dwayne though, because he want to be able to throw the ball down the field, and I'm with that. But I want Dak to pick his shots. When it comes down to that West Coast offense, it's not too much about going deep. It's getting the ball 2-3 step drops, getting the ball out of your hands, whether if it's like a quick flat play or a quick out play, just getting that defense thinking. Once they get to thinking and you start dissecting them, then that's when they start getting thirsty, and that's when they start blitzing. And we all know when it comes down to Dak Prescott, he is good when you're blitzing against him, and that will be the time when you should be able to pick your shots and go hit Brandon Cooks or CeeDee Lamb, anybody, you know what I'm saying? But don't try to get too thirsty with it, you know what I'm saying? But, take your time, and that's what the West Coast offense is all about, bro.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. So, okay. All right, let me see. Shout out to my man Iceberg Slim. He said, I love the way Dallas is using Turpin like his days at TCU. Yeah, hey, bro, they've been actually, using him in the backfield. That's very good. You know what I'm saying? In the slot, special teams, I think eventually he'll be able to spring it. I mean, you can see the speed. You can see the start-stop distance, start-stop awareness, and his ability. I think he'll be something for us, man, but they just got to continue to keep implementing him into our system. But, it's good to see him in the backfield, bro. That threw me off guard, you know what I'm saying? But they try and utilize him as a weapon. All right, let's see. Okay, my man said, shout out to my man Darren. He said, I'm not throwing deep with the O-line in shambles. Yeah, hopefully that O-line can be able to get right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give me your thoughts on Tyron Smith and him being injured and stuff like that, bro.
I mean, we know we know what it is with Tyrod. We know he's not gonna play 17. I just hope he's there at the end when we really need him, right? What's his injury right now? What's he dealing with right now?
I don't think it's his hammy. I think it's like his ankle or something, like his knee or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Just hey.
Yeah. It's always
time is running out on Tyrod. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Like, it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call when you see Zach Martin injured, you see Tyron Smith injured, all those guys on the offensive line. So this is why
we have good young O-line too. Like last week when 3 of them are out, we still put up like 150 some yards on the ground and 400 yards of offense. Still move the ball at will, right? And these guys are young, so you know what I'm saying. They're gonna, and like this is good. They're getting their reps in now, so if we do need them down the stretch, they're not fresh meat.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge, man. You got to have that offensive line intact. I mean, if they can be able to just get it going, then if they can be able to get it going, I think that we'll be fine. But as closing on those wide receivers, it's just good to see all those guys get 4 and 5 receptions. So happy about Michael Gallup. So many people have been hating on him, bro. Like, he is one of the guys that he's one of my favorite players on the team. And just to see that this guy has been stepping up and catching those slant routes, catching those dig routes. When you have that type of player that can be able to catch those plays, and I'm talking like first down, not second down, third down, first down, getting him going early in the game. This is how you can be able to make a difference, and this is how our offense can be able to open up. But glad to see him going out there and he's balling out, bro.
And Dak started he's starting to trust him again. He's starting to get that confidence back in him again. Because last year a lot of those picks were on Michael Gallup, not running correct routes. But now he's 2 years removed from that knee, so he's starting to get explosive again. And, and we really haven't even seen these wide receivers really get explosive because we haven't had to. Like, these have just been blowouts.
Yeah. But these type of games, when these games be going on, bro, like these games end quickly. You know what I'm saying? When you're throwing the ball and getting a lot of completions and stuff like that. But as long as Dak Prescott can just keep on with this completion percentage and just stay smart with the ball. If it's not there, don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going up against teams like the 49ers, it's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to really think and not try to do too much because they be lurking. You know what I mean? But I think that Mike McCarthy, he'll call a good game, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man Iceberg. He said Hunter Luckby can run, block, catch, and he's a better runner than you think. Low key, great vision, 4'5" athlete, a battering ram with wiggle, tight end. Use this weapon. Hey, fireworks. And I'm with you on that, bro. I really like Hunter Luckby, but he's just gonna have to just get in there and get some burn on the field. That's the main thing. Can Mike McCarthy get him going I'll use him throughout the game, not just the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Because it was one play, he was playing fullback, and I did a little breakdown on it, but Jake Ferguson, he had a good block, and Tyler Smith had a good block, and he I think it was like a 9 or 10 yard run play. So it was good to see him get that first down, bro.
We have so many weapons. Just one football. So hey, you just have to capitalize on your opportunities when you get them.
Yeah, big time. Let's see. Shout out to my man Pee Wee. He said it's time for Tyron to go. Tyron is our Sean Lee on offense. Yeah, man, it really hurts my heart. It pains me to see, because you know how good of a player this guy is. You know what I'm saying? He's a special talent, and whenever he's healthy, he's dominating. You know what I mean? But whenever he's hurt at the most important time when we need him. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we go out there and go pick up guys like Tyler Smith, who I have a lot of respect for, bro. I had to do a breakdown on him because he was dominant that Arizona game. He has been so good for us. And quiet is kept. It's crazy, but this guy is one of the most valuable players on our team because he has the ability to play left guard. He can play some right guard, I'm sure. He can play left tackle. That stuff is important.
Well, in the Arizona game, he should have been playing left tackle, not left guard, and he should have put Chuma inside. I don't know what they were thinking.
Well, yeah, that's a different story for a different day. But I'm just saying what he did at left guard, bro. What he did at left guard.
He could be all-world left guard. Said it all off season. All-world left guard.
Yes, man. Yes, but, left tackle, yeah, he's definitely a solid there too, bro. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, shout out to my man, Iceberg. He said Michael Gallup seems to be ahead of Brandon Cooks. I mean, he's been around the system for so long, bro. You know what I mean? So hopefully they can start using Brandon Cooks, but don't force it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rob said, if you force it, that's when you turn the ball over, and turnovers matter, man.
Right.
All right, let's see. Okay. My man said, okay, you got to use him now. Rico Dowdle is hurt. Yeah, I think, Rico Dowdle hurt his hip, I believe, bro. He hurt his hip in the game.
He's going to be out for a while?
Yeah, I think possibly. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're going to see a lot of Hunter, coming up. So, yeah, it's going. That's what
I was talking about. This is what I was talking about in the offseason. Get players on the squad before you have to start dealing with the injuries, and now you have like slim pickings out there to replace them. But it is what it is. Dude,
yep. All right, you can go ahead and read that, bro.
Man, I used to play left tackle, and Tyrone is my favorite player, literally. But if he can't make the cut out there, it's time to hang up the cleats. Bro, I feel you. And, we're definitely seeing the last of Tyrone Smith. I used to think he might have like a Trent Williams second half to his career, but just injuries will just rattle him, man. I mean, he's still a first day Hall of Famer. As soon as they open up the books for him, he's gonna be a main man in the Hall of Fame. So
yeah, he definitely
he did his thing for us, but it might be time, my brother.
Yeah, but when you see guys like TJ Bass, you got Akeem Richards, all those guys getting some play time out there.
Play.
Yeah, he said Akeem Richards at left tackle, Super Bowl, plain and simple. Akeem Richards is a technician with insane athleticism. Let him play. Yeah, just got to see it. He got to go out there and prove it, though, Iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Continue to keep proving it. If you do it against number ones, we won't know until we go up against number ones, but that left tackle position is so important. That's the blind side of Dak Prescott, and we need Dak Prescott to be as healthy as possible going down the stretch. Because I mean, this type of game that we're going to see, bro. It's Sunday night. This is Sunday night game. This ain't 4:00.
Oh, did they flex it?
Yeah, this is a night game, bro.
Are we still partying?
Yeah, we can party. Yeah,
you might take off the next day, bro.
I just might, bro. I just might.
Yeah, it's gonna be going live from the JC household next.
Hopefully nobody don't see my live.
Yeah.
But they already know what it is. You already know how that goes. But yeah, we definitely gonna go live too. You know what I'm saying? Because this one, last time you came to the crib, that was the playoff game against the 49ers. So we gotta redeem ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's gonna definitely be a good one. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, Brock Purdy is one of the quarterbacks that, he's one of the guys that he's not gonna try to do the most, but he's gonna make sure that he gives the ball to his playmaker and allow those guys to make plays. And the completion percentage is gonna be high on him. But just like we were saying earlier, gap discipline, making sure you're not playing hero ball. They see stuff like that. A lot of play action, waggle plays. They like to have guys like Brandon Ayuk running across the field. We see that a million times, giving Deebo Samuels the ball quickly. So just wrapping up, tackling Deron Bland. This is a big test for him, bro. This is a really big test because going up with guys like Ayuk and Deebo Samuels, that's going to be fireworks, bro.
Yeah, and throughout Brock's short career, his toughest game has been against Dallas. So, if you want to take out the game he got hurt against Philly, but we played him the toughest. So, we'll see what happens.
Facts. All right, my man said Dak Prescott has to win this game or else he's in a world of trouble along with Coach Mike McCarthy. Now, I wouldn't say that he's in a line of trouble, but this game is important. It's a big time test for us, and I think that this game here if we can be able to win this game, hey, look, the internet is going to blow up, bro. The internet is going to blow up. It is going to be huge, but just focus, lock in, and just do what you got to do. And I think that we can be able to take this game, man, for real.
Yeah,
we're
definitely coming for some revenge, some blood.
Yeah, big time. All right, my man said we need Quinn and Al Harris to make sure Gilly is lined up against Debo. I trust Bland on Brandon, but not on Debo. What's your thoughts, bro?
I mean, I think Deron Bland is the more physical corner to handle Debo. But I mean, Gilly against.
Oh, it's Gilly.
Yeah, Gilly's the technician, but I think Bland is more physical. And Debo's a physical guy. If you want to go that route, I'm nitpicking here, but they're gonna be lined up all over the place, right? Everybody on the field has to be able to take everybody else on the other side. So yeah. And Debo's gonna be in the backfield. He's gonna be in the slot, the outside. So Gilly doesn't really follow people like that. So
yeah. That's good. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just so proud of this team, guys, for them to be able to bounce back during this time. A lot of people they was going on us. They was going on us, but it's just when the face of adversity hits and you step up like that against a Bill Belichick team, and they have never been beat 38-3 before in his career, from the Browns to the Patriots. This says a lot about this team. You know what I'm saying? They have that grit. They have that will. They have that determination. You know what I'm saying? And they got it done. They played clean ball. Defense went out there and did their job. But just staying healthy from every level, the defensive line, the linebackers, and the safeties, all the rest of the guys in the secondary, man. I think that this it's going to be good, man. This season it's going to be a beauty, bro. And I'm excited. It's going to be challenging, but I think that we'll be able to get it done and have a good record and get in position, bro.
Yeah. And even if we do the unthinkable and lose this week, it's October, right? We can't have these big up and down emotions, man. You got to ride the wave, baby. Ride the wave. It's gonna be a long season, but like January and February is what it's all about, to get to the tournament.
Yeah, get to the tournament. That's my main thing, bro. Like, I already know when it comes to Dallas. Let me read this real quick. I said, let them play. Dallas got to stop holding back their talent. Who cares? It's Sunday night with Smith and Richards on the left side. Let him grow with Smith. Yeah, I mean, we just got to see. I mean, because the thing is, with Tyron Smith, he's hurt so much. But just keep in mind that Tyler Smith can play that left tackle position as well. He can play that left guard position. But they got to see who they can trust most. You know what I mean? Because now it's to the point now where you're going up against these number ones on these teams, and you don't want to get Dak Prescott hurt. So we got to make the right decision, Iceberg. If we do go that way, then we got to make sure that we on point, because that quarterback position is very important. And we'll see, bro, about that. All right, let me see. Let's see. Shout out to people. He said, I hate to disrespect Dak. He can throw one interception and win the game by a blowout, and Josh Allen can throw 4 picks and lose a game, but everyone going to talk about Dak, and Allen is still the best quarterback. Yeah, they that's just what they do when it comes down to us, bro. Like, when he's playing basic ball, they saying that he's not throwing over 200 yards, and they calling him Dink and Dak. You know what I'm saying? But just be you. Don't try to be like Josh Allen. Don't try to be like all these other quarterbacks in the league. You can win with Dak Prescott, regardless if he's a top 10 or 15 quarterback. I don't even care. I don't even be paying attention to that stuff, bro. When they talk about top 10, top 15 type of quarterback, as long as you got a good defense, you got a good offensive line. If your quarterback is not turning over the ball, you got some good playmakers out there at the wide receiver position, this team can win a lot of games, bro. All right.
Dak has solidified himself.
I ain't hear you, bro. You blanking out, bro.
I said Dak has solidified himself as a top 10 quarterback. I don't care what it is. If you don't think he's top 10, he's not really watching the game. Already just
yeah, facts. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, this was definitely a good show. Hey, before we go, we want to let them know that me and you playing each other in fantasy this week, bro.
Ooh, it's rivalry week.
Hey, it's rivalry.
I start off the season kind of bad, so I'm 0-3. But the team has talent. They just.
It's kind of. Hey, you breaking up, bro? I don't think they can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you good.
Yeah. So my team has talent, but we started the season bad, 0-3. But I got my first win this Sunday. right? So I'm 1-3, put up 190, right? So now it's me versus JC this week.
Yeah,
Captain versus JC.
Hey, look, it's crazy because I'm the true champ over there. They know it. Because 2-time back-to-back champ. I'm going for a 3-peat. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gotta build teams over here. So he definitely has an eye for talent, but it's not gonna be easy when you play me. You already know, man. Like
it's not gonna be easy, but yo, I'm in a big trade week this week. I'm working on something big. Big.
Yeah,
so, I'm trying to come up with some fireworks with JC because I ain't gonna have to bring my A game. I ain't gonna have to bring A game.
You got to. You got to, man.
It's kind of like a must win for me because I can't go 1-4. Right.
You can't.
I can't.
Yeah, we 3-1.
But I have been known to start slow and make big comebacks. So
yeah, you have. You definitely have. That's why. Yeah, your team is not a bad team, but we are 3-1 right now. I'm 4-3. I'm 3-0 in my other league, about to be 4-0. But I love fantasy. That just makes football season that much better.
You know what's funny? I was looking at Warzone standings the other day, and it's you, me, Maurice bringing up the bottom.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? That. Much love to Maurice, dog. Much love, but you know the money league is what it is.
The money league's it's about the money league.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much for tapping in. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. We will be going live throughout the week and talk more about this 49ers game and break this stuff down. I will have some more film sessions. I've been pumping these film sessions because eventually them things blow up the algorithm, and that's what's going. Usually. It's crazy with my story. I started off doing regular videos, not live streams. So that's what I mainly do is create. So that's why I've been so focused on that right now. You know what I'm saying? To continue to keep building my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys so much and all the love. Captain Rob, thank y'all so much, man. Hey, it's go Cowboys, man. Hey, what time you coming to the crib, dog? What time you coming, dog?
I mean, this Sunday night. I'll probably be there around 4.
Around 4. Yeah, it's gonna be a late nighter, man. That's kind of whack, though. I wanted to be at 4.
I thought it was the 4:30.
Yeah, that's kind of.
They flexed it, right?
I think they might have flexed it.
I mean, they gotta flex. They gotta flex that game. That's the big game.
Yeah, big time. I think they flexed it. I'm not sure, but we all know that it's an 8 o'clock game, and we're gonna be ready for them boys. Go Cowboys, man. Go Cowboys. Hey, Dwayne, thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We'll tap in with y'all soon on the next live stream. All right, y'all. Go on.